This is a very special episode of Castology where Zane, the foremost of the castologists,
I wouldn't argue
waxes
that.
lyrical. No, I know it doesn't. Like, I don't get a bite now because you're all just. It's like, well, yes, Zane is our Lord and Master.
Well, no, you said foremost. Just factually, you were here before us.
Yeah, I know.
Technically correct is the best form of correct.
Also, every other form of correct is also the best. Okay, now that you know exactly how megalomaniacal I am, I have some podcasts to recommend.
And as a follower, I'm very excited.
You are a very good henchman.
Feed us your wisdom, Zane.
So I have decided the theme for my mini-sode this week is going to be to recommend some podcasts that are new in 2022. There have been a few. I did plan this episode a while ago when 2022 was a mere baby. And it was not already more than halfway through the year.
Yeah. It's a bit rough. I have it organised in terms of school terms because of my workload, but yeah, shit, I'm going to be old very soon.
Gonna be.
So hey. I have 4 podcasts that I am either in the process of listening to or plan to listen to that were released this year. So let's just go through them from the top. This is in no particular order. Because again, I haven't listened to all of them. But I want to listen to Sweet Bobby.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Mm. What have you heard about it?
Honestly, can't tell you aside from the name. That's like it rang a bell and I was like, oh, I can contribute, and then there was no follow through.
So Kirat was a successful radio presenter, and on Facebook she meets a handsome cardiologist called Bobby. They basically fall in love, etc., etc. Lies and manipulation, and then basically everything falls apart. And this is a live investigation in 6 parts. Basically in the view of catfishing. So no. Bobby is a catfish.
Yeah, gosh.
Yeah, so I really like the idea. I haven't listened to this one yet, but I really love the idea of limited series that tells a catfishing story. I don't think it's been done well since the original Catfish movie, and I think the Catfish movie has not aged well.
So it's about bestiality. It's...
Okay, so let me read this again.
She falls in love with a catfish.
Not the literal catfish.
She falls in love with a cardiologist who is a catfish. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So it's just a catfish in a lab coat and a
stethoscope. He's so
I'm
handsome.
Just putting it out there. Mm-hmm. I would listen to the hell out of that podcast.
Right?
I may have a couple podcast recommendations for you to listen to, Harry.
Okay.
So this is from the makers of Finding Q. Tortoise Media. So I haven't listened to that one yet. Very much looking forward to listening to it. Next one is American Radical. So Roseanne Boyland hated politics. She was shy and she was rarely left at home in Georgia, but then her family got a shocking call. Roseanne had died at the Capitol on January 6, 2021.
Oh, okay. So
this is basically an investigation from MSNBC journalist Eamon Mohoyilden into how this happened, how no one knew that she was heading there, what was going on, and how she became radicalized to the point that she perished at the January 26 riots.
So is that actually like the Trump-related riots? Sorry, I realise I don't know what date that officially was.
Yes, that is correct. The January 6, 2021, the date where I think I'm just going to say that then President Donald Trump incited rioters to attempt a coup to overthrow the American government.
I enjoyed you saying that.
Thank you.
Police.
I'll go down. I'm happy to be a political prisoner.
I'll defend you.
So this one I have started listening to. I'm only 1 episode in, but yeah. So at the moment, I'm very happy with both the production values and the investigative journalism that's gone into it. I'm very interested to see this travel through. At the moment, I'm not very I'm not sold on how they're treating the subject matter being the person. But again, one episode in, I'm not sure how that's going to pan out over the whole series.
So does that mean the presence of this lady at the riots was a complete surprise to those around her?
Yeah, so her family didn't know that she was going. Didn't know that she had been radicalized to the point that she was going to attend the rally and then the riot.
It's not the person, because I remember hearing a news article where I guess it might have happened to a couple of folk. People actually got crushed, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
Because I thought I remember seeing something to do with "Don't tread on me," and then neck minute.
Yeah, so yes, so basically she died in the middle of a crowd. So it could have been the one that you're talking about, but I don't know because you don't know their names.
So,
so yeah, that is American Radical by MSNBC.
interesting.
That is very serious and limited series as well. It's 5 parts.
I suppose it would be quite interesting too, because aren't the legal proceedings pertaining to that particular riot in the works at present?
In inverted commas, legal proceedings.
Okay.
They're just hearings.
Yeah, sure.
No one's being charged yet or anything. The Justice Department hasn't decided what to do or if they can do anything.
Then what's the purpose of it?
That is between you and the American government.
Oh dear.
There.
Okay. Never mind. That's a different topic then.
Yeah. So the next one is Things Fell Apart. Now, this is another podcast by John Ronson, famous for doing several different podcasts, particularly around his work with porn stars and that sort of subculture. This one, he's telling human stories from the culture wars. So like the Me Too movements, the cancel culture, that sort of thing. That's by BBC Radio 4. It's an 8-part series, interview style.
Are they anonymous, or is it very much precise people telling their stories?
Yeah, no, so it's interviews with people. So they do put their names to it.
Okay, wow. I was just wondering because I guess obviously there's been some controversy in terms of people sharing stories and then being brought down.
Well, so John Ronson is
telling that.
kind of well known for kind of shedding light on that sort of story. So he's a famed author as well as like radio presenter and filmmaker. So I haven't listened to this one. Very much looking forward to it though.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
And now this one, which is one I have listened to,
Save some for the rest of us.
is Food Crime.
So like pineapple on pizza?
I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
I wasn't saying it was bad. I just know it's a controversial topic.
It's interesting. I just don't know who's supporting which side here. So I don't know which one to pick to make myself.
I'm the confuser.
Mom, Dad, tell me what I'm meant to feel.
So I actually don't. I don't care whether people think if there should be pineapple on pizza or that there shouldn't be pineapple on pizza. What I care about is that people believe it enough to tell other people that they're wrong.
I completely agree with you. It's like, why is this the thing we chose to have acrimony about?
I worked at a pizza shop for like 5 years, and
So you hate everyone who eats pizza.
No, it's strangely enough, it kind of got into my pores and I became one with the pizza and I could eat it endlessly. Definitely
Wow.
not. Yes, I guess they didn't pay me enough, so the fact I could get a cheap pizza was its own reward. But I was just curious as to if it was that sort of ongoing topic of people being like, no.
No, not really. It's not about
actual
controversies.
crime.
It's about actual crime that's adjacent to the world of food and food production. So like poison and heists. It's done by like a diehard true crime fan and a comedian. So one's telling the other and one's making fun of it.
I like
can
that
laugh
a lot.
and cry.
Yeah, big fan of that.
So it is Nat and Jules from Nat and Jules, What I Reckon. If you're a fan of that podcast, I'm not particularly, but I am enjoying Food Crime. It is, I think, the true crime podcast that can treat their crimes like the hilarious antics that they are, because no one died.
Yeah, sure.
Is the kind of true crime that I can get behind more than. Okay, I have to listen to about grisly murder again and descriptions of crime scenes, etc.
It does sound a bit refreshing. I still, to this day, after seeing, lots of crime TV shows think that there's going to be a sniper when I'm at my dinner table, even though I've done nothing important in history to warrant a sniper attack ever.
You don't have to do anything important in history. You just have to annoy a really specific kind of person.
Who owns a sniper rifle?
Yeah.
And you have no idea who that specific person could be.
No. That's okay. I live in an apartment. Catch me. Oh, no, there's windows. Fuck.
Yeah, there's windows.
You specifically said sniper rifle.
Okay. And I know.
All right, and those are my picks for podcasts to listen to in 2022. From the top, it was Sweet Bobby, the documentary about a catfish doctor who tries to make it in the big city, and a mean lady tries to romance him.
That's hot.
Maybe before we release this, we should copyright that one.
I want you to write that, please.
I will be
tickle.
the catfish.
American Radical, which is an examination of Roseanne Boyland, who got caught up in the January 6th protest / riot / coup attempt, and how that happened. Things Fell Apart from John Ronson, Unexpected Human Stories from the Culture Wars, and Food Crime, jokes about food and crime.
Perfect.
Yeah.
As the name indicates.
Wonderful.
So listen to those. Those are your homework. Until then, I've been Zane C. Weber. You can find us at that'snotcanon.com/castology. If you have any recommendations that you would like us to listen to, fill out that form there. It can be your podcast. It can be your friend's podcast. It could be a podcast that you particularly enjoy. I will listen to them. We may even recommend them, but no guarantees. You can also reach out to us on social media. With me today has been
Brittany Taylor Hetherington
and
Harry George Wallace.
And I've been Zane C. Weber. Keep listening to podcasts.